Hello everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Mr. Greenhands. I know it's cold. You can see the woolly hats on. The jacket's not coming off for a while now and it's getting colder, but I have two things to say. Even though it's cold, get out there and garden. Don't matter what. And this is the time to be dealing with all the other things that you need to do and preparing for the next season of growth. Get it done now so you don't have to do and kill yourself later in terms of out in the garden. Not kill yourself physically, we ain't doing that. No. Secondly, get out in the garden and start preparing, start thinking about how you're going to do your garden next year and start to get ahead of the game by being out there in the winter times and feeling great, because locking up in the house isn't the greatest thing. So let me show you what I'm going to be doing today on this proceedings. As you guys, I have a herb bed that I started and I've really neglected it to the point where I've lost a few things. The thyme is struggling, the grass is growing out of control. My lemon balm is, as always, it will take over everything, but I'm going to cut it back today. Today is a day that I'm going to trim it back a little bit, add some of my homegrown compost as well, and get this thing cracking. I have some wood chip to add on top of that to keep the soil active. I was just grabbing my secateurs, that's why probably you guys can't see me. So I'm going to go down now. I want to trim it around, because I've noticed, even though it's winter, this lemon balm right here, this is the lemon balm, it just has a beautiful fragrance and it still has a lot of green around it. And I'm going to use my secateurs just to remove as much as I possibly can around the edges, and then I'll work my way to the top, just removing the dead stuff realistically, the stuff that's dried down. And I noticed, as I was saying, even if it was bitter cold, the lemon balm, somehow it's got green leaves on it, and I've really neglected it. So right now it's just some tender love and care, and that's what this time is about. If you are in my climate, which is cold and wet and damp, or some people say 5, it could be a 6 as well, because they change them all the time. If you're in that sort of climate where winter is cold and low the leaves fall off the tree, get out there and get your garden ready for the next season. And you can have things growing right now. As you can see, I still have lemon balm. So who says garden is over when the cold comes? No, there's never end. 365 days a year. If I could be out here this much without ever going home, I would. Because this is where I find the greatest peace is with nature. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go through this, cut it all back, and then start to amend it and show you guys what's happening and how it looks when it's done. Let me give this guy a little cleanup. I'll be back in 1 second. So I've cleared it out, and let me get you guys down a little bit so you guys can see. Let's bring you down. Okay, so I have this amazing bush right here. This is oregano and the lemon balm. I still have 2 thyme that's struggling in here, so I'm gonna add some value in it, really kind of like bring it back to life and let it kind of become a herb garden. And I'm gonna ask people if you want to write it in the comment section this time round, but you can, it's not a problem. What should I add into this? What herb should I add it? Because I had sage in here with everything else and it passed away. I had 2 beautiful sage and they didn't make it. So yeah, drop me a comment and think of what herb should I add to this. So I have lemon balm, oregano, and thyme. What else should I add to this in the upcoming spring growing that we're going to be doing as well? And we're going to try to grow as much herb as possible, because I love herbs. We use them every day. They have their benefits. Never let the herb go down. So yeah, drop me a comment of that. Let me go get the compost that I have, which is my own homegrown compost that I did, so I can get them in this bed and re-spruce it. And I'm going to add some beautiful wood chips on top of that to get this garden keep going and keep providing for us, because we need all of these things right now. My homegrown one here, I'm just going to pick up the bag and tilt it inside here and spread it on top of this and get this garden. And the best thing about my homegrown one, it's full of microbes. This is crazy. It's beautiful. It's full of worms. It's full of health. Full of great additional stuff for my garden. Natural stuff. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see, but let me get you guys closer. If you're scared of worms, don't look right now. Look at that. Baby worms all over the place. That's going to add so much value to this garden. It's going to be crazy. This little box right here, my start up like a superstar. Look at that. Every bit of it. Just worms everywhere. Beautiful stuff. So let me go again do this and then get the wood chip to add to it, because the wood chip is going to be like a mulch, because I don't want anything to be going anywhere. I want everything to stay in this garden right here and full circle everything. And everything that I took out of the garden as well will eventually be put into my compost box, and then we can have a full circle, because when it breaks down again, I can do this. I can add, I'm gonna put a little bit more on that side. I'm gonna put some here as well. So let me tilt a little bit out. Yeah, why not? I got another bag remaining that I can blend in. And when the other ones are finished, you know, it's gonna be ready. And let me push some of this underneath the rooting area here of the oregano. Just give it some health, guys. And I love using my hands. There's something about connecting to the soil. You cannot, you can't imagine being on this earth and never put your hand directly into the soil. I don't know. Everybody's different. We understand. Let me put a little bit underneath here. It don't even matter where you put it, because once the roots kind of like notice something beautiful is right there, they will extend their roots and find it. It don't matter. Roots do the moving, do the growing, and they bring all that beautiful stuff from the soil and moisture and keep that plant looking healthy. Yeah, let's go grab that wood chip. I think maybe one bucket will do. Yeah, look at that, guys. Now that's a beautiful thing. Let me get the wood chip and come back and get this finished off and add the mulch to it. So I've got my bucket or my garden tubs here. Let's just sprinkle it out. And I left this down for a little bit so it can start. And with it being winter, this can take its time, break down over the winter, and coming up to spring, and just continue to feed the soil. Because it's not about just you see, a lot of people focus on the plant care. I'm trying my best to focus on the soil care, because once you actually have all the soil at its great pH, it's just a superstar. You might not even have to do much to the soil after it's gotten to the right, pH, that it's just gonna love it. Obviously there's different type of soils for different plants, but once you get the right one and you know a little bit, acknowledge yourself a little bit, you can do great things for your garden. Trust me, and that's what I'm learning. And I'm gonna try to continue to learn more from all the amazing people in this beautiful community, the garden community on YouTube, or people that that has done it and seen and show results. Nothing beats someone that show you results, and you gotta acknowledge yourself while you're doing this. It's no point just continue to do the same thing over and over, but once you get it to where you're happy and it's working for you, that's when you know you've actually accomplished a great part. And that's what you're happy with, continue to do it then. If you're not getting results that you're happy with, then try something different. You never know. I used to till my soil every single year, maybe 5-6 times a year. I'm weeding out every single, maybe more than that, weeding out grass after I've tilled it. And now I do no dig and I see abundance, and I'm happy that I'm growing and stuff. I'm not happy when the insects come and take some of it, but I still have to try to be happy in some way, because I get something, they get something. And it's the true circle of life. You can't take everything, so you have to give back something to nature. Nature has to take something back so you can reap something back later on. It's a full circle. Just try your best. And yeah, let's show you guys now. Everything has been put under. Look at that beautiful carpet, and that's gonna add warmth, and that's gonna keep the soil fed throughout the whole winter and autumn, and in turn it might even help to keep off the grass as well. And that is what I'm looking forward to seeing. And while that's decomposing, it's doing its own thing, it's gonna create a healthy, beautiful, organic organism underneath the soil or in the soil that feeds my plants in the long term. Look at that, it's just beautiful. And I'll be doing the same to these mint here, these plants. There's no excuses there. I'm gonna try to do everything and then tackle this disaster, which is my strawberry. I might have to move some strawberries around in the next video, guys. And that's it. If you love what I do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are. It doesn't matter, I still love you guys regardless. And please don't forget to do one thing: take care of our home, which is the planet, because we have to, because we are here. See you guys next time.